the show. If there's one word that's been getting a lot of airtime lately, it's not a bad word, it's the M word. Menopause.
Yeah, that's right. And our next guest is leading the charge. You have heard some women say for years they feel dismissed, gaslit, or even faced misdiagnosis. But Dr. Mary Claire Haver is arming women with information they need. And it is such a treat to have you back. Welcome.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so Dr. Mary Claire, you started as a doctor seeing patients who had gone through their pregnancy years, and all of a sudden you're realizing you needed to take a deeper dive into perimenopause and menopause, right?
Right. So in medical school, I realized I had maybe had a 1-hour lecture, and this is it's a pretty common experience across the U.S. We get very, very little training in menopause. And then when I did my 4-year OBGYN residency curriculum, I had 6 hours total of menopause. And every single woman goes through menopause. More than will bear children. Only 86% of women will become mothers. And I'm like, wait a minute. You know, this is more than just hot flashes. This is affecting every organ system of our body. We need more education.
Yeah.
It's intimidating to bring up any conversations to your doctor, but how would you advise for people to bring the conversation up and have that conversation?
So it's a little difficult because you can't assume that your doctor had a tremendous amount of training in this area. And so, you know, going online, finding which doctors are certified by the Menopause Society is a really good step. And then we have resources on our website at thepauselife.com on a checklist of questions to ask your doctor, things to call ahead to see if they're menopause educated, are they willing to talk to you and discuss treatment.
Yeah, your site is an incredible source.
Thank you.
Also, you have become such a sensation on social media. What is that like as a doctor having that intimate, personal, conversational, approachable platform to talk with us?
It's really been eye-opening for me. I feel like in the last 3 or 4 years that I've grown on social media, I have learned as much as my followers are learning. Really, so much of the research in the new menopause was informed based on experiences that I'd learned that women were going through on social media. When 100,000 women tell you in your DMs that they're having frozen shoulder, you know, related to their menopause, I get curious, right?
Yeah.
And so much of the research around the new menopause was based on social media.
You mentioned a pause life. It's a community, but also really a resource for a lot of women. How did that come about?
You know, it started very organically. Women were coming into us through social media asking, is there a place we can go? And so our team put together our free, you know, community, and we have tens of thousands of women there and just sharing their experiences, their, you know, what's working for them. And it's not just hormone therapy. That's an important part, but it's lifestyle, nutrition, exercise, you know, stress reduction, how they're able to thrive at this age.
Well, didn't you say it's about a third of a woman's life that is spent somewhere on the spectrum?
Yeah. So between 30 and 40% of our lives are spent in the menopause journey.
Yeah. That's amazing. So I've given your book as gifts to my girlfriends, sent them to your site, your Instagram, because it's affecting us a lot sooner than we've been led to believe for so long.
Average age of full menopause, that is 1 year after your final menstrual period, you're done, your ovaries have shut down. But perimenopause is 7 to 10 years before that. So the average range of a menopause is 45 to 55.
Yeah.
So let's do the math, back that up. So a woman can expect, you know, to have between 35 and 45 to begin to experience the changes associated with her perimenopause.
And I just want to say thank you so much for bringing your knowledge and expertise to us, because I feel like I'm in such a better position than my mom going into the years that are to come for us.
And it sounds like, to your point, you're never too young to start thinking about it. So follow her, and thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.
Thank you.